What is up, guys? Welcome to another video, and today we've got another Ask Hippo. I'm sorry this has been, kind of delayed by a few weeks. Basic reason for that is because obviously we've had Christmas, then we had New Year's, and overall I just didn't have enough time. So, a few weeks late, but we still got the Ask Hippo, and it wasn't on the Saturday, it's on the Sunday because I was busy yesterday. But regardless, we are here to give you another episode of Ask Hippo. I've not got a clue what episode this is. I'm going to go on a limb and say it's 8, but it could be 9, it could be 7. So yeah, let's get straight into the first question. Okay, so the first question is from Mad Max, and he's asking me if the Thrustmaster T8 is worth getting as a steering wheel, and what is the best racing game out of Drive Club, Horizon 2, Forza 5, The Crew, and Rivals. So, firstly, we'll talk about the Thrustmaster. Now, I was looking at the Thrustmasters because I was thinking about getting one for my PS4, and I genuinely think you might as well get the T100 because it's only like a 10 or more. So that's my advice. It would go for the T100 because it's literally like what, £10 more, and you obviously get force feedback with that. The best game out of Drive Club, Horizon 2, Forza 5, The Crew, and Rivals. For me personally, it's a tie between Horizon 2 and The Crew. Don't think I could quite pick between the two, but they're both two great games, which I recommend you guys to get if you have got, a console and a place to play it on. They're both great games. I literally couldn't pick between the two. The worst, I would say, are definitely Forza 5 and Rivals out of them two. I hate Forza 5 with a passion. I hate that game. And then Rivals, it wasn't a bad game, but it was just broken. It wasn't a bad game, it was just broken, and that was the problem I saw with Rivals. But yeah, it wasn't a bad game necessarily, it just didn't work, but yeah, so T8, I would personally say save up for the T100, and then to answer the second question, Horizon 2 and definitely The Crew. The next question is from Zhao, and his question is, what is your favourite progressive rock band, and have you ever watched the Mad Max movies? If you have, what did you think of it? Firstly, I've never seen any of the Mad Max films, so I can't answer that question. And then progressive rock, I actually don't know what progressive rock is, but rock band period, I would probably say maybe the Arctic Monkeys, maybe Foo Fighters. I'll probably say Foo Fighters as a general rock band, but I've not got a clue I've never heard of progressive rock before, so yeah, that's something new. But overall rock band, if I just have to generalize it, definitely the Foo Fighters. Actually thinking about it, probably the Foo Fighters. They have actually got some really good songs, and back in the day, that's all I used to listen to was the Foo Fighters. So yeah, Foo Fighters. Okay, the next question is from Bradley Bowers, and his question is, what is your favourite sport, who's your favourite YouTuber, and what YouTuber inspired you to do YouTube? Now, for the first one, I'll answer my favourite sport. It's probably, if you don't count motorsports, I would say probably football, then close seconds golf. If you count motorsports, I would definitely say, maybe Formula D, but I don't really follow Formula D as much as I would like to. I guess football, like soccer, football, you say football, you don't say soccer, because I'm English. Football number 1, golf number 2, and then maybe some type of motorsport would be first, if that counted, but I'm not really sure, if that counts, if that qualifies. But yeah, maybe touring car racing, I do like a bit of touring car racing, but yeah, football's definitely up there, and golf's definitely up there. Favourite YouTuber? Ooh, this is hard. Favorite YouTuber. The Gamer 2323 is a sick YouTuber. I really do kind of look up to him in a way. So he's definitely one. Just Rain. I think I've already mentioned this. Just Rain is another one. He's kind of like a vlog guy. Let me go into my YouTube sub box. Let me just have a look. Linus Tech Tips. He's another great one. It's hard to think because I don't I recently went on a big unsubscribing spree. So yeah, Car Throttle again, another great one. If I had to pick a favourite, I'd probably say the Gamer 2323. Top 3 would probably be Car Throttle, Gamer 2323, and Just Rain, in no particular order. But yeah, those are 3 great YouTube channels. If you haven't checked them out, you should probably do that. And then, who inspired you to do YouTube? Now, it wasn't really kind of a YouTuber inspired me. But YouTubers I definitely looked up to when I started YouTube were Tabe. He used to be a COD guy. Hutch, I'm not sure you guys know Hutch. Scene Annas, JX23. Those were all the types of people I used to watch back in the day, and those are the kind of guys that kind of I guess introduced me in a way. You know, when I saw their videos, they were like, oh, you subscribe, I'm going to be doing daily content. And then they started doing daily content, and I got more engrossed into the experience. And then eventually I made myself my own. I wouldn't say YouTube really inspired me to do it. I kind of wanted to do it, you know. I think it's cool to be inspired, but not everyone is inspired, you know. I guess I kind of inspired myself in the way that, you know, I kind of do it because I want to do it, you know, not because I wanted to be someone, you know, if you know what I mean. It's just hard to explain. But I wouldn't say a particular YouTuber inspired me, but the ones I mentioned earlier definitely had some type of influence into how many YouTube videos I watched back in the day. And obviously, you know, my influence and kind of how I acted in the community, they definitely had an influence on it. So yeah, I hope I could answer your question. Okay, the next question is from Jacob Gaming 01, and his question is, what do you think of Lizard Squad? Now, if you don't know who Lizard Squad are, they're basically the guys that took down the PlayStation Network on Christmas Day, and, you know, kind of in between Christmas Day and New Year's. What do I think of Lizard Squad? I think it's stupidly unfair. I think they... Oh, it's hard to say, really. I don't like what they do. I don't like why they're doing it. I don't like any of them. I think they're scum. I think that they are waste. They're just not helping or benefiting the racing community at all. Or the gaming community at all, I meant to say. They're just a big bunch of cunts, really. And I don't think that they really help or do anything. To be perfectly honest. It's not the first time, you know, but I think it's really poor Sony, you know, and Microsoft let them breach the systems again. But Lizard Squad, I just think that it doesn't get anything solved, and to be honest, all it does is just put our information in danger. You know, it's kind of to be expected because, again, like, it's all online, it's all accessible by everyone, and da-da-da-da. But to be honest, it's appalling the fact that Microsoft and Sony didn't have the security systems in place to prevent such an attack, and I'm disappointed in them. You know, considering I pay for a service which I expect to work, and then obviously it doesn't work. I think that's really bad on their ends. So overall, Lizard Squad are just a bunch of bellends, and then Microsoft and Sony, well, I'm very disappointed in you. You know, considering I've got both of your consoles and the service went down on Christmas Day. Very disappointed. So, yep, Lizard Squad, this is a big fuck you. The next question is from the King of Rices, and his question is, if you had to be one car, what would you be? What do you think you will pursue in your official career, or professional career? And what is your favourite horror game? So firstly, what car would I be? Definitely an R32, a big, just monster, really. It's Godzilla, you know, that's his nickname, so I would be some type of Nissan Skyline, probably an R32. Maybe a P1, because a P1, it's a P1, isn't it, really? Like, you can't argue with a McLaren P1, so yeah, between them two. What would you do for your professional career? Something in graphics design, video editing, maybe, you know, something in the gaming scene. If YouTube kicks off, I would love to do YouTube, but again, that's probably not going to happen. So definitely something in you know, graphics design and all that kind of stuff. But it depends, really. Wouldn't be anything like it would definitely have to be something to do with computers. You know, like basically anything in IT. I mean, I can code, I can you know, use like editing tools like Photoshop and Premiere Pro and, you know, After Effects and stuff. So it'd be something across those lines, but yeah, an actual specific job is yet to be seen. And what's my favourite horror game? I don't really play horror games, but I would say Resident Evil 5 was my favourite, if you count that as a horror game. Again, I don't really play horror games, but that would probably be mine. So, yeah. Okay, another question from Ski Slam. I can't speak today. His question is, do you think there's going to be a Crew 2? Or do you think they're going to make a completely different racing game, if all a racing game? And then obviously the second question is, what is the worst / most annoying problem with your PC? And does nostalgia make you feel weird in some way? So, number one, do you think there's going to be a Crew 2? I actually saw a tweet by Houdin Garrity at some point. It was like, I'm already neck deep into the next project. So there is definitely going to be some type of sequel. I think it will be something that crossed the lines of a racing game. Whether it's labelled The Crew 2 or not is yet to be seen, but I definitely think it will be a racing game that are made by, Ivory Tower. Secondly, what's my most annoying problem are, if you're talking about the PC I've got now, it would definitely be when my CPU was stuck to my fan, and that was so annoying. I'm not sure if you guys saw the vlog which I made back then, but basically my CPU cooler got stuck to my CPU, and it broke, and I had to order a new one, which was fucking expensive. And that actually got taken out of my account, and I was, struggling for money for quite a while, and I only just scraped enough to get the Crew. So, yeah, most annoying problem is probably when my CPU broke, and just CPUs generally have a lot of problems, and then you kind of need to sort them out in the next few years, because, to be honest, it should be something that you kind of just slip in, and it works. And the whole idea of pins just is beyond me, I think that's so outdated, and so, just plain out, like, that is something that would be a concept in the 90s, not anymore. With 2014, there needs to be some type of new CPU which is like a memory card, and you just kind of slip it into a CPU spot, bish bash bosh, real good nosh. That's probably what my most annoying thing was when the CPU broke. And does nostalgia make you feel weird? I guess so. When I look back on things, whether it's memories, games, movies that are old and I really enjoyed, I do kind of get a bit fluffy inside. I do get that feeling from nostalgia. I know exactly what you mean, and it's hard to explain what you mean, but I know what you mean, and I do think I do, suffer from, serious nostalgia. I think I do, but it's not necessarily a bad thing. I think it's not a bad thing at all. Everyone has it. I have it. Yeah, no big deal. But yeah, I definitely do. So let's go on to the next question. The next question is from Lass Glilstrom. I always mess up his name, but he says, if you ever do quit YouTube, what will you do, and when will you move to Sweden? Okay, so if I ever quit YouTube, I don't think I'll quit YouTube. Like, I'll probably be here for a while. I won't quit. Quit kind of, it gives you connotations that you're kind of gonna give up. I won't ever give up. But if for some reason I do stop doing YouTube, what will I do instead of it, I guess is what you mean. I'll probably have a job, a full-time job, maybe a business on the side, which I'll run, and obviously I'll probably end up working on that quite a lot, but I don't think I'll ever stop full-on doing YouTube. I think YouTube has kind of started to become a bit of a life diary for me. This is where I come to air out all my problems, and etc, etc. So I don't think I'll ever quit, but if I ever end up stopping because of time and stuff, I don't think I'll ever stop, to be honest. I think even if it's one upload a year, I'll still be doing it, because I enjoy it, and it's slowly starting to become a part of me, if you think about it. I've got videos from the past 2 years. It is literally a life diary. It's some parts are cringy, some parts aren't. But yeah, I don't think I'll ever quit YouTube. But if I do stop, I'll probably stop doing it as much as I do now. But I don't think I'll ever stop uploading, if you know what I mean. And when will you move to Sweden? Me now move to Sweden. The next question is from the Speedway Gamer, and he was smoking some mad kush when he typed his message, because, to be honest, that is whoa. But anyway, he's got 3 questions over here, and his question, well, whoa, I said that really weirdly. Yeah, his 3 questions is, what do you think you're going to be doing in the future, for example in 2030? Have you ever played a hack and slash game like Bayonetta or Devil May Cry? I've never heard of that game before. And will you 1v1 me on the Crew? So first of all, 2030, what do I think I'm going to be doing in 2030? So by then I'll have a good job, I'll be earning in the money and making it rain on them hoes. And just generally, I think I'll have a job, maybe a wife maybe, and a child or not, I don't know, maybe it depends really, on my financial status. I'll definitely have a job, maybe a wife. Have I ever played a hack and slash game? Nope, I never played a hack and slash game. To be honest, my genre, it's not really like strict and stick to one thing, but it's still very, I kind of stick to what I know. So shooters, adventure games, racing games. If you look in my collection, it's all kind of the same. Hack and slash games aren't really my thing. Like, I am quite a broad gamer. I like fighter games. I like racing games. I like sports games. I like this. I like that. But hack and slash games have just never appealed to me. I don't know. They're just literally just something that doesn't appeal to me about those games. I think it's just a bit too weird for me. I mean, a lot of the Hack and Slash games are very weird. Bayonetta, for example, like this half-naked lady who like goes into like a bat. I don't even know what happens. Like, I don't even know what happens, but it's a bit weird for me. So 3, will you 1v1 me on the crew? Check your Twitter DMs, mate. That was so cheesy. Check your Twitter DMs, that's all I'm saying. The next question is from Indian Beast, and by the way, Indian Beast, you need to get back on the forum. You've been super inactive. But yeah, his questions are: what are your New Year's resolution? What was your Christmas wish? How old are you? What uni do you want to go to? And that's actually all the questions. So New Year resolution. I guess I should answer what's your Christmas wish first, because obviously that's the last question. So I don't have any Christmas wishes, to be honest. Just to be, you know, healthy, I guess. I don't really have any wishes. Like at the moment, I think I'm pretty content just to be successful, I guess, and just be happy with what I'm doing, you know, mentally and physically. And basically it, really, to be honest. I don't really have any big aspirations or anything. But yeah, just to be happy, healthy, you know, just kind of your standard stuff, really. My New Year's resolution now, I don't really use like stick to resolutions. But my resolution for this year was to try and get my second channel back up. I want to try start uploading quite a lot on my second channel, and that was kind of my resolution for this year. I think I'll do it at some point, but again, I don't really stick to resolutions. I kind of just do it, you know, day by day. You know, I kind of YOLO it, really, when I think about it. Like, I don't really stick to resolutions, nor do I really make them. But I kind of wanted to do the second channel for a while now, and I will eventually sort that out. How old are you? That's classified. No, I'm 16, turning 17 in April. And what uni do you want to go to? Honestly, I'm not sure if I want to go to uni. It depends, you know, on what I feel like doing as my, you know, my future, like what job I want to do. But I'm not sure if I want to go. If I do go, I haven't got a clue. I really haven't got a clue. But yeah, I'm still not sure. I'm still on the board. I like to keep my options open, and I'm not sure, you know, if I do or do not want to go to uni at the moment. But yeah, I guess those are your questions answered. Okay, and that wraps it up for this week's Ask Hippo. Now, I want to say thank you guys for leaving your questions. Like, every week, it astounds me that I can actually do this. I remember back when I was on 100 subs, I put out a tweet and got 2 replies, and I made a video out of it. And now I'm getting, you know, almost 20 minutes worth of questions. It is just unreal. I can't thank you guys enough for all the support, all the help, everything. It means so much to me. Thank you so much. But, you know, this is no means the end. Again, leave your questions down in the comments down below so I can answer them in next week's episode. I really hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to hit the like, subscribe. I've also got a PayPal if you want to go and donate, as well as all my social media links, including my website, Twitch, Twitter, Link goes down. And I will see you guys tomorrow in another video. Peace.